Okay, guys, over here, let's just quickly run through our last set of photosynthesis over here, photosynthesis set 7. Okay, yep. So I think let's go through this set together. Again, now I will have to clarify first 这份 paper 不是它比较不一样 because it's not about any factor, it's not MVRV, it's not MVRV, it's just a simple experiment to study photosynthesis. Okay, it's very simple. It's a one single control experiment, only one set, only one time of measurement. That's it. Okay, so that's why I said this is something I also would suspect because it might be definitely hard to estimate 你的这个不同的这个 to have multiple set of experiments. So this is also possible to come up. But again, if it doesn't come up, also fine because it's just another general overview for you to actually prepare for more cabak question in 你们的这个 photosynthesis. Okay, yeah. Once again, you should still go through 我们的 form 4, 我们的 for photosynthesis set 1 to set 6 because that is where your main typical question will come out from. Okay, this is just another extra over here for you to have an idea what else can come up. Okay, cool. 来第一个 very simple. How do you see photosynthesis rate? Again, this is basically our RV. What is the indicator? What do you see? What is 那个证据那个测量标准 for 你的 RV, right? So this is RV fate basically, which is the number of gas bubbles released. You can even put a timing, maybe like in 5 minutes. Okay, actually if you go down you can see 10 minutes. Okay, so you can actually say 10 minutes in 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's for DET. Okay, 第二题我不讲哈 cause I believe it won't be guided tomorrow. It will be definitely guided tomorrow. But again, if you want to draw, just go to the nota. The nota has a very big diagram of the entire experimental setup. Okay, 来下一题 record the changes over first 10 minutes. What does it mean? This means you're gonna do like this. Time, minute. 你会从0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, technically, yes. Okay, so you're gonna have basically 10 minutes over here, and for every minute, you're gonna calculate the total number of gas bubbles released. So it's gonna be like 开始0嘛，一开始是0，然后过去算咯。OK， 第一分钟有2个 ，OK 2个，第二分钟有多2个吗？就4个 ，right？ 1、2、3、4， 4个，然后再5、6、7啊，7个。You just keep on going up. This is the idea over here. You are gonna have basically the entire graph will look like this. It's a graph of the bubbles going up. This is the idea for 这个 graph over here. This is the photosynthesis rate. Okay, so this is another thing you can do over here, in which in this time we don't count whatever different factor. We just count for a single set, how does it evolve across the time? Okay, this is the idea over here. Okay, again, I don't finish it, but basically this is the idea. I will just put it here. Okay, yeah. Again, you can complete it yourself. You can make it better, but this is the whole idea over here for 这个 table. Okay, 来继续下一个 what is the observation? So again, I mean, as usual, you should know observation 是 typically MVRV, right? But over here, not really MVRV. What can I say? I can just say total number of gas bubbles release increase. Okay, or to be even simple, over time, okay? Or to be even simple, you can actually just tell me, oh, basically what do I see? What is the observation I see? I see that gas bubbles is released. Gas bubbles are released from 这个 hydrilla species. Yeah, as simple as that also can. Yes. Either way, it's the same thing. 它的意思就是说，今天 the bubble are coming up more and more. That's why you're having an increased total number. That is the idea lah for 这个 observation. Okay, bubbles 越来越多。Yes. Okay, let's move on. 来下一个 So now, why does a bubble keep 越来越多呢？ Yes, very simple lah. Because photosynthesis. Okay, because your hydrilla species. Like first of all, what is a bubble? Oxygen, right? How do you produce oxygen? Yes, it's coming from photosynthesis. Undergo photosynthesis to produce oxygen. Of course, you can give more answer. You can give like photolysis of water lah, hydroxide ion lah, light dependent reaction. You have a lot of answer to go through. Okay, you can refer to nota. Okay, I believe I give enough answer over there for you to put in. But anyway, this one is just a simple one. Of course, if you have the time and capability and the space, yes, if you have the so-called need 的话, just put down more and more if you want. Okay, yep, that's it. Okay, right, next one. Why is sodium hydrogen carbonate used instead of distilled water? So I think over here the idea 就是 what is the purpose of 这个啦 what is the purpose of 这个东西 It can even be baking powder and etc. Okay, so what is the purpose over here? Yeah, basically to provide carbon dioxide. If even better, I would like you to say actually provide more carbon dioxide because technically distilled water it also dissolve carbon dioxide. 它其实是有 carbon dioxide. It's just that where do we put such a baking powder? Why do we put hydrogen carbonate? Because 它更多嘛，还有更多的这个 carbon dioxide. That's why I will say yeah to provide more carbon dioxide. Okay, yes. Okay, 下一个 hypothesis. Yep, so essentially hypothesis of this experiment because again, 里面有 MVRV. So what can you say over here? Instead, what can you say? Yep. First of all, definitely you have to talk about photosynthesis, right? If it's about photosynthesis, again, as you can see over here, you are studying the rate of photosynthesis. You are studying the rate of photosynthesis. Okay. Yep. So first of all, you can put something like this. Basically, okay, let's just put hydrilla species. Hydrilla species undergoes photosynthesis. What do you need in photosynthesis? Again, it's about the condition. So what do we provide them? We provide carbon dioxide, correct? With the presence, right? Because we give them sodium hydrogen carbonate that provide carbon dioxide. So yeah, with the presence of carbon dioxide. What else we provide? We provide the light source that probably would be a 60-watt bulb over there to give the light with the light. And what do you produce? To produce gas bubble. What is gas bubble? Gas bubble 就是 oxygen. Okay, so this is the basic of the experiment in which you use carbon dioxide, use light to produce oxygen. Okay, that's the main thing over here. Okay, yeah, and on top of that, if you remember, we also talked about time. So maybe you might want to just include the time over here somewhere because time is indeed, you see, time is indeed one of the factors over here. It technically is a factor. Okay, so how can you put that in? Okay, very simple. Just say something like the observation. Basically, when time increase. Again, because you just mentioned you produce oxygen. What does it mean over here? That means when time increase, number of gas bubbles released also increase. Okay, now feel free to pause the video yourself because technically this is a video. You can pause it anywhere you want. Okay, 这不是一个上课哈 this is not a live class. Okay, that's it. Okay, 来我们准备继续。Okay, like second, this one should be very simple. This one is just whatever we have been doing so far. Okay, so you can either do what? Increase the rate of photosynthesis. Either you do temperature, maybe not so good lah. It's okay. Let's do distances or 你的这一个concentration of 你的这个 carbon dioxide. Okay, yeah. So either you can do light intensity, so you can say decrease the distance of light source. 为什么？因为你可以 increase light intensity. That's one answer. Okay, or the other answer also very simple. You can also do carbon dioxide. So you can say I increase the concentration of 那个 solution. So, what's the solution? Sodium hydrogen carbonate solution. Why do I increase? Because I want to increase the concentration of carbon dioxide. Okay, let's take a pause here for a bit. Okay, 来准备继续下一个。Again, this one should be already very simple for you. Again, I have provided you with the sample answer with the most complete answer. But over here, you can also just simply do, again, this one a bit simpler, but basically it's again, typically it's a process. It's a process. Again, I have to mention very clearly what is a plant and what do you do. What do you do? Release gas bubbles. Okay, yeah. And then if possible, add in the two conditions over here. The condition is presence of carbon dioxide and light. Presence of carbon dioxide and light. And then finally, as you should remember, as usual, we will try to like something along the line determined by how do we see this in the experiment. So how do we see it? Yes, we see by the increase of gas, maybe total gas bubbles released over time. Yes, so you can see over here, because 我们看到说随着时间 the number of gas bubble increase, that proves that 我们有一个 photosynthesis. Okay, this is the idea for photosynthesis here. Okay, cool. 来，准备继续。Okay, 来准备下去啊。Okay, again, you can pause it by yourself. Don't want to take too much of your time. If you feel like it's enough, you just move on. Okay, yes, 来，我们准备继续。下一个 this one very simple also. Essentially, you have a graph like this. Time, minute. You go from 0 to 10. And then over here, you're gonna have total number of gas bubbles released. So something like this. Okay, a graph like that. Okay, now again, the details of the graph, the details of the format, whatever, I don't touch today. I already touched it too many times. Okay, just make sure you revise on the format when, yeah, you must. Format should be the easiest thing tomorrow. Okay, so make sure you revise on the format. 讲话那个点啊 how to connect the dot, whatever 啦, those should be revised already with similar format. Okay, 下一个 average rate of photosynthesis essentially 就是 total changes through total time, so you just have to count total number of gas bubble release at 10 minutes divide by 10 minutes. Okay, and remember the unit must be something per minute. Okay, 或者 something minute 减1 minute 减1. Okay, this would be the unit. Okay, yeah, I'll pause here for a bit. Okay, like I said, this one a little bit not biological, but yeah, this is a bit chemistry actually. So if you remember from your Form 4 chemistry, yeah, okay, you should be also learn how to do instantaneous rate. Essentially, 就是 if you have a graph like this, for example, at this point, 是 2 minutes 嘛, right? So how do you find the instantaneous rate? You are gonna basically 画一个 tangent to 你的这个 2 minutes. So you draw a tangent over here, and then find the gradient. Okay, now this one I think you should know how to find the gradient, right? You just did your physics paper also. Okay, yep. So gradient y 减 ye x 减 xa. Okay, and then you find the gradient, and then that should be the rate over here. Okay, the gradient is the rate. Okay, that's it. Again, I don't need to pause too much over here. But yeah, if you have any question, always PM me, no worries. Okay, yep. So that's for 这个 graph. Essentially, draw a tangent line and find the gradient. That is the instantaneous rate. Okay, that is the instantaneous rate. Okay, 来下一个。Oh, on your graph, plot another line to predict the result if the ice cube are added. 代表说什么？代表说现在不是变冷了 ，OK？ 变冷了。So what happened when it 变冷 ？Remember enzyme photosynthesis is all about enzyme. If enzyme 变冷的话 ，yes，它就不 active 咯。So if you see here, if this is your graph, right? After 冰块变冷过后 the rate should decrease. So 变慢 something like this. This is the new graph with the rate decrease because 它变慢了。OK， let me draw a bit better。就是变，整个变矮了，别是整个东西变矮就对了。OK， 整个东西变到矮矮这样。Maybe not like 偏很，可能变这样子。总之就是 the rise will be very slow because you have yes. Like let's explain this. Like 他讲嘛 explain your answer. So like let's explain it. Basically, low temperature, photosynthetic 的 enzyme 就会变得 inactive. Photosynthetic enzyme 会变得 inactive，所以 photosynthesis rate 也会变低咯。Okay, rate also 变低。Okay, that's the explanation over here about the temperature, about the enzyme. Sorry, about the temperature, about the enzyme, about the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, that's it for 这一题。看来我们准备继续。看来3，3，3，3，2，3，2，1。OK 啊，来看下一题。OK，来下一个。对，OK。Define green plant. Okay, this one actually not hard also lah. So first of all, you should know green plant. In this case, again, in the experiment, operationally, what do you see over here? We see that 它就是我们的 Hydrilla species. And what do we observe from them? Yes, 它会 release gas bubbles. Again, whatever you want to add fact later is all up to you. Again, I already provided you with the full format. You just put whatever you want to put, and then hopefully that will be the that will be the complete one. And of course, the best one is just to put down everything, then it will be very, very complete. Okay. Over here, they wanted to see this sentence, so make sure to include this one. Okay. Yeah. Even better, you can include the percentage. If you have the percentage, for example, maybe 2% in your case, then yeah, it will be even better if you can make it as specific as possible. Okay. Yeah. That's it. 来，准备继续。Okay, now will be some theoretical question over here. Okay, so let's see. Question O, classification of Hydrilla species. So again, based on habitat. Remember, based on habitat, what is this? This is hydrophyte. From 5 chapter 7, from 5 chapter 7. This is hydrophyte. Why hydrophyte? Because 它 live in water. That's it. Very simple. Because 它 live in water. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, 继续下一个 why hydrilla species is chosen for the experiment? Okay, again, if you think about it, why do we choose hydrilla? Why don't we just put a 太阳花? We put a whatever random grass over there. No, why not? Because yes, we wanted to put it into the water. Water is easier because you can already see the gas bubble. So first of all, because 它是一个 submerged plant, and as a submerged plant, is easier to capture gas released in the water. Why? It will just be in the bubble form. As a bubble form, it is easier to capture compared to 一个 very 麻烦的一个 whatever except up with a proper oxygen. Okay, yeah, in bubble form will be easier to capture. Okay, who can replace it? Yeah, again, this is just a knowledge on your submerged plant. So another submerged plant would be Elodia species. In your textbook, in your syllabus, yes, you have two Hydrilla species 跟 Elodia species. Okay. OK， 来，我们准备继续。OK， 来看下一题。OK， 哇，we already on R 啦。OK， 来 next one。 What is a perfect temperature over here? Yes, if you have a thermometer, if you have a water bath control, you should do 25 to 30. 为什么? Because this is the optimum temperature in which 你的这个 photosynthetic enzyme would be the most active. Okay, would be the most active. Yep, and this will result in what? This will result in highest rate of photosynthesis. 记得啊 highest 啊 whenever we talk about optimum, 一定是最高的 so highest rate of photosynthesis. Okay, let's see for question R. Okay. Okay, 来准备继续。来 question S. Average rate of photosynthesis if the experiment is replaced with blue light. Okay, let's think about this. 我们的 okay, whatever now we are having now 是 white light, 也就是 white light, 也就是红橙黄绿蓝靛紫 together become white light. Okay, so if you replace it with blue light, that means you only have blue light. Instead of 红橙黄绿蓝靛紫, you are having 蓝 everything is become blue light. Okay, and in that case, is it better? Yes, it's definitely better because if you remember, blue light is easily absorbed by the plant. Okay, yeah. So first of all, predict the rate, average rate of photosynthesis is predicted to be again 一个号码 this should be estimated from 你的这个 calculation over here. Let's say over here 我们讲 average 是 let's say 好吧 how many 2 let's say 这边是2不是 yeah let's say 这边是2 this is the current experiment so you should improve from 2 咯 maybe you can 讲 3 you can put 3 for example because this is higher than 2 as long as you're higher than 2 okay so 3 minute 减1 3 minute 减1 because this is higher than 2 minute 减1 okay yeah 然后就是 yes as you can see 啦为什么会 increase 呢 because blue light is fully absorbed. If you remember the name, carotenoid. Okay, carotenoid. Yeah, that means basically when you have blue light, it is easily absorbed, which means it will get more light dependent reaction. Okay, yep. Higher rate of photolysis of water. Okay, when you have more light, you can do more photolysis of water. You get more oxygen from the water. That's it. Okay, that's it for question S. 来，准备继续。Okay， 来下一个应该不会很难哈。Okay， I think this is one of the paper 2 question which is quite famous also. Basically， 为什么是青色 ？Why is it red color? Yes, if you remember, called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll 会做什么？它会 reflect green light. That's why you see everything to be very green because green light 被 reflect and then we see green light. Okay, so you can see here 红色被吸收 if you remember red and blue 红色被吸收蓝色被吸收 green light 反而会被 reflect 回来 that's the idea of chlorophyll. Okay, that's why we call it 叶绿素 right, we call it 叶绿素 because it is green color. Okay, 来下一个the greenhouse the how does greenhouse okay this one very simple essentially 就是 yes optimize all factors of photosynthesis. Okay, yeah, you can get example. You can give example because you might 两分嘛，给一点 example 咯。Okay, yeah. So for example, maximize light intensity with transparent wall or the roof. Okay, another one maybe maximize 你的 carbon dioxide concentration. Okay, by burning 你的 paraffin oil. Or maybe you can also say, I think some people use a pump, carbon dioxide pump also can. Okay, yeah, a pump to pump carbon dioxide. Okay, this is some of the idea over here. Again, this is very paper 2 coded. If you revise the paper 2, you should be able to answer this lah. Okay, yep. So this is the two main focus of the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, everything 越多越好啦 essentially. Okay, except temperature 只要要 middle 一点点 temperature must be controlled in the middle, but everything else should be 越多越好. Okay, yep, that's it. Right, I'll pause here for a bit. OK，来，我们准备继续，3、3、3、3、2、3。OK， can pause yourself. You can pause yourself if you want. OK，这个不是 live class by the way. Yes, I keep forgetting that. Anyway，来下一个。OK，来看 V。OK，来这个。In this experiment, where do we visualize 你的这个 experiment? Because you see，这是 compensation point. If you remember about this point, what happened here? Oxygen. Okay, now this is an experiment about oxygen also lah. So yeah, we focus on oxygen. That means oxygen from photosynthesis at this point 它是 equal to oxygen by respiration. I would say, okay, oxygen for respiration. Oxygen for respiration. Okay, and again, this line is photosynthesis. So whenever you above 这个 line 不是这个是 respiration. Yep. So whenever you go above 这个 line, what does it mean over here? That means 在这边不是 what happened? That means your oxygen from photosynthesis is now more than oxygen for respiration. That means your production is more than consumption. When you produce a lot, but you don't use too much, what happens? Yes, you will be able to give out the extra lah, basically. Okay, yep, and that essentially, as you can see in the experiment over here, they release gas bubble. How they can release gas bubble? Yes, because they have extra. The extra can be released over here. That's why you can see over here, you can just put somewhere around here. As long as it is above 这条线, this is the region over here. Because what happened here? Because you have a high light intensity, which 导致 photosynthesis. Again, I think you should remember the typical answer over here lah. Okay, the typical format, you talk about the rate of photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis rate will exceed the respiration rate. Okay, so finally, you are gonna have excess oxygen 才可以被 release. Okay, as a gas bubble. Release as gas bubbles. Okay, cool. That's it for question. What is this? Whatever it is, V. Okay, again, I will go a bit fast, because I don't want to take too much of your time. Again, you can control your own timing of learning because this is a YouTube video. Feel free to make it slow, maybe not slow. Feel free to pause it if you want to copy something, etc. Okay, yeah. Again, this should just be a very quick revision for you to complete lah. Okay, 来继续. Okay, I think this one. Okay, first of all, this is in conjunction with the last question. What will happen if your experiment is not in a dark room? Okay, so essentially in the dark room 的时候不是 no photosynthesis. Okay, there will be no photosynthesis. Okay, yep. So what you can say over here essentially 就是你的这个 compensation point. Okay, this is a bit cat, but yeah, the idea is that the compensation point will delay. Okay, the idea 就是 it will be now 就是这样讲啊，就是instead of having this, okay, instead of having this over here, you now will be actually moving the entire thing to like 这个 direction. Delay, in a sense delay, because now you need more light to be able to trigger 你的这个 photosynthesis. Okay, because you're already too dark. In a sense, you can actually take it this way. Okay, 这样子讲 like put it this way. Essentially 就是你的这个 point from here 它倒退了，它下来这边了。Okay, so essentially you can imagine this way. Essentially 你的这个 point 不是 it become too much backward. Okay, so it is the whatever compensation point is delayed. Okay, yep. Actually there should be a better way to phrase this. I think you can say let me think. Experiment is repeated in a completely dark room. This is a new position, by the way. This is a new position if you want to do it again. So in that case, you can say yeah, 你可以讲 technically light intensity falls below, that might be a better way to phrase it, falls below compensation point. Okay, falls below compensation point. Oh, by the way, yes, if you talk about the experimental observation 不是 yeah, if you talk about simply observation, if you talk about just observation 的话不是 the observation should be what? 就是 yes, like you see over here, no photosynthesis, nothing is produced for you, so no gas bubble. The observation should be no gas bubbles. Okay, that's it. 来，我们准备继续。Okay, 来 again, feel free to pause yourself. 来看下一个。Okay, next one. How does hydrolyzed species optimize photosynthesis? This is a big part because if you actually go through the hydrolyzed species, right, it's under again hydrophyte submerged plant. You should realize that, 它 there's nothing much about hydrolyzed species actually, other than this point. It has small and thin leaf. 为什么 to increase rate of gaseous exchange. Okay, why do we use this to increase rate of gaseous exchange? Because photosynthesis 需要 carbon dioxide. The smaller you are, the easier it is to diffuse. That's why in that case, when you have a higher rate of gaseous exchange 不是它就可以 in turn increase photosynthesis because of carbon dioxide. The more carbon dioxide you take in, the more photosynthesis lor. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, 下一个 there is no stomata or hydrolyzed species. 为什么 ？Okay, think about the two functions. The two functions of stomata, 一个是 transpiration. Transpiration, hey, you don't need, I mean transpiration 是什么 ？Water loss, right? Okay, transpiration 是 water loss. Technically, transpiration occurs throughout the plant because every part of your plant is in the water. Every part of your plant can technically lose water, so doesn't matter. Similarly, again, the second function, gaseous exchange 也是一样的 because it is throughout the entire plant. It is in the water already. Everything can happen through anyway. Again, occur throughout the plant. Okay, yeah. The idea for a small plant in the submerged plant 就是 everything can happen together in the plant because 水跟 plant 不是 kind of like, you know, it's just another layer like that. So like everything from the water just go to the plant because water can flow through the plant easily. Then everything in the water, your oxygen, your carbon dioxide, your nutrient, etc. can easily also go through the plant. That's how you can get a very high rate of diffusion in 一个 submerged plant. Okay, hydrolyzed species. Yes. Okay, like last two questions over here. Like 这个应该不难 basically the color. Remember 只有 red 跟 blue 可以接受 ，purple 很靠近不可以不接受 ，purple, green, yellow 不接受。Okay, we only accept red and blue. Only accept red and blue. Red 是 chlorophyll, if you remember. Red 是 chlorophyll, blue 是 carotenoid. Blue 是 carotenoid. Okay, yes. 来准备继续。Okay, last question. Okay, yep. Okay, last question over here. Essentially 这一个是 about, okay, this one a bit about 是啦。Basically 就是sodium hydrogen carbonate solution. Okay, 这个 should be 一个 alkaline solution This one is kind of alkaline. Okay, yep. Okay, let me just do a quick check. 应该是了哈。Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Yeah, because it's baking soda baking soda 是 alkaline. Yes, yes. Okay, yep. And then for 这个 compound, okay, to be methyl arrange. Okay, to be in methyl arrange. Okay, if you think about methyl arrange, let me also check the full answer for methyl arrange. Methyl arrange 这个颜色变化嘞是OK 它的变化是 acidic 会是 red, neutral 或者 alkaline 会是 yellow. Okay, yep. So what happened over here 就是 I think the question wanted to hypothesize 就是 yes, in this case, first of all 是 yellow color. Okay, at first 是 yellow color, but then how it turn? It will turn from yellow color to what? It will turn from yellow color to I think the answer is that logical. Let me think. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide make it very acidic. Let me think about it. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Carbon dioxide. No, you produce oxygen, right? It shouldn't be. Okay, no, I think you should just It's okay. Let me change the answer a bit. Like, let's just say it will turn. No, it will just turn yellow. Yes, correct. It will just turn yellow. Yes, because technically what happened over here, it is alkaline. Because the solution, it is alkaline. And alkaline should make it turn yellow. Okay. Even if you produce carbon dioxide, okay, in the so-called carbonate over here, carbonate can produce carbon dioxide, okay, yep. But then, essentially still, the idea is that the carbon dioxide, it is also used up by 你的这个 photosynthesis. Also, it doesn't actually cause any acidity. It will just be used up by the photosynthesis, and it also produces oxygen. Oxygen is neutral. That's why it shouldn't change also. Neutral and alkaline 都是 yellow. Okay, so yeah, it will just turn yellow. Nothing special. Yep. Okay, that's it for 这一题. Okay, like again, a general reminder over here. Do go through all the extra exercise you have. You have 7 set. 我们这边有7个 set 啊，7个 set 都做完它，都看完它。And then make sure you remember all the format. That definitely the first thing. The format is a main thing. The format is a main thing. The format must be 稳固先 before anything else. Okay, the format must be there. And then I think in general, 不要太kanchiong, 反正 it's the last paper for 你们的 Amali. You've done through 2 of them, and then I think you should be very, I think you should be very used to it already for 你们的 SPM style and mood. And also that 就是 again, because it's supposed to be guided, I believe. Okay, 应该是 guided experiment. 应该是 guided 的话就不会这样辛苦了哈。Okay, hopefully that. Again, so over here again, you still have a lot of time. Make sure you use your time to basically revise all the format, revise all the nota for 你们的这个 photosynthesis, for 你们的这个 hydrophyte, and then go through all the exercise you have. All the exercise you have, and then definitely, I think if you remember, I have sent 2 recording. This is one of the recording. There's another recording about 这个 general reminder. So go through all of them, and I hope that will be enough. Okay. After that, just chill, 放宽心, be a chill guy, 放宽心, and then just try to do whatever you can in the experiment and perform your best and come out. That's it. Okay, that's for 你们的 paper 3. Okay, once again, I wish every one of you, every of the SPM candidate for 2024, 旗开得胜, and then yes, ace 你们的这份 paper. Okay, 拿完了15分. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you very much. Okay, bye bye.